Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for joining once again for a new publication of results of LatinNCAP. In this case, it's phase 10 of LatinNCAP. It's the second publication on the phase 10 of results. We are going to begin our publication as we usually do with the videos of the cars that we tested in this opportunity. The first car we're going to show is the VW T-Cross. Recently launched, is 6 airbags as standard. It's 5 stars for adults, 5 stars for child occupant protection, good coloring for the adult dummy, and also the Advance Award for pedestrian protection and multi-collision system. Frontal crash, we're watching the video now. Stable structure in the front, airbags and seat belts as pretensioners as well worked perfectly well to assure good protection in the frontal impact for the adults. That actually leaves a very good point scoring in the frontal test for the T-Cross. The child dummies are actually installed using, or now watching the child dummies, and you will see the good dynamics and the limited movement. And this is thanks to the ISOFIX anchorages and the child seats that were used in this test. ISOFIX anchorages which are I-size approved and are standard for all the vehicle range. Watching now the side impact protection. The car has 6 airbags. The side airbags and the curtain airbags in this car are offering good protection for the adult occupants. And this is scoring very good protection level, almost full protection also for the side impact and the child dummies as well that we are watching now, as explained, installed using the ISOFIX anchorages. The side impact performance of this car is also very good. And the structure assures very low penetration of the impact part on the side, as you can see in the video. Here now we're showing the side pole impact crash test. The curtain airbag and the side body airbags assured also good to adequate protection to the adult in the car. So this actually is a precondition, as you know, it's a requirement that there's a good protection in the pole impact to assure also more points needed for the 5-star requirement, 5-star result of this vehicle. So this vehicle offered, together with the structure, good protection for the pole impact. We are now watching the electronic stability control test from the inside camera with the robot and now from the outside camera. And we see that the car performed well in a high-speed electronic stability control test. And this is very key result for the 5 stars. Now we're watching the pedestrian protection head impact protection test, which is standard for the T-Cross, approved and assures the Advance Award. And now we're watching the multi-collision system. Multi-collision is when the car is crashing into another car, the brakes automatically activate and stop the car and prevent the car hitting a second target. And this is once again included in the Advance Award together with the pedestrian protection, which is standard. The next model we are going to show, or the second model that was actually published in this opportunity, is the Toyota Yaris 2 airbags as standard. 4 stars for adults, 4 stars for child occupant protection. We're watching now clearly the coloring of the dummies in the front, the adult dummies for the front and side impact. First of all, the frontal impact done with a sedan version. The structure was rated as unstable. Airbags, pretensioners and belts worked well to prevent serious injuries in both adults. However, the loss of some points were recorded. This vehicle is equipped with ISOFIX anchorages as standard for the child occupants, and both child occupants were installed rearward facing, which is something remarkable, especially for large dummies, basically 3-year-old dummies. Highly recommended rearward facing position, which is showing a full protection, full scoring in the frontal crash, and as you will see in a few moments also in the side impact that we are watching right now. So highlights for this manufacturer, the child positioning, side impact for the adults as we are watching, even without airbags, protection is good. Penetration was prevented to be high in this car, which is also good, and also side impact protection is good for the child dummies as well. With these 2 conditions, side impact protection. We're watching now the video from the back of the car. In this case was done with the hatchback. Lack of side airbags, even though protection is good, and penetration was prevented inside the vehicle. So we're watching now the electronic stability control test with ESC running perfectly well, and the vehicle passed the requirements. Summary of results of this new publication is a VWT Cross, 6 airbags as standard, 5-star for adults, 5 stars for child occupant protection, and the Advance Award for pedestrian protection, and the multi-collision system as well. And for the Toyota Yaris with 2 airbags as standard is a 4-star result for adults and 4-star results for the child occupant protection in the case of the Yaris. As the car doesn't have a side curtain airbags or basically side head airbag protection, the pole impact test was not performed, and even though the scoring reach in the frontal was limiting a little bit in terms of what the car could achieve even with side head protection systems, together with ASC, which actually met the technical requirements for being accepted as scoring and front and side protection, which is very good. This vehicle was rated with 4 stars in adults and 4 stars in child occupant protection as well. This was our second publication of the phase number 10 of LatinNCAP. And before we say goodbye, we would like to thank very much to all supporters. We would like to acknowledge our supporters and thank them very much as well. Starting with Bloomberg Philanthropies, mainly the FI Foundation, Global NCAP, ICRT, and the Inter-American Development Bank, IADB. Without any of these supporters, LatinNCAP wouldn't be able to do what we are doing. And once again, thank you all very much for your support. This was the second publication of Phase 10. The next publication is expected in a few weeks' time. Thank you very much for joining us once again, and we will actually looking forward to see you soon in our next publication. Thank you. Bye-bye.